Bella.
Show me how you care. Tell me how you loved before. Show me how you smile. Tell me why your hands are cold. I'm turning around, I'm having visions of you. Then I understand. Different, I'm dreaming of it's far away. But I'm here, show me how you're proud. Tell me how you reach the moon. My thoughts are away tonight. My heart fell to love again. I'm turning around, I'm having visions of you. Please forgive me if I ever did wrong. I'll be a candle, burn me upside down.
2 5
From now on, I won't sleep on my heart. Numb is how I feel deep inside my soul. Need to feel that I'm on the line. I'm sorry that I drag you down my way. thought them they saw him, but everyone just kept on going. What he saw was different. He should have gone to bed, but instead he stuck around for the moon. In the shadows he saw four eyes that were fire, fire. You never done that been alone before. He was singing either early or too late. It was number 7, and it happened. I like a bird with his beak through the window. He saw them, they saw him, but everyone just kept on going. What he saw was different. He should have gone to bed, but instead he stuck around for the moon. He saw them, they saw him, but everyone just kept on going. What he saw was different. He should have gone to bed, but instead he stuck around for the moon. He was singing for more. 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 He was singing for
The minute I was thinking to hold you back. The moment I was was wishing it's overnight. The minute I was thinking to hold you back. The moment I was wishing it's overnight. It's overnight. The minute I was thinking to hold you back. The moment I was wishing. The minute I was thinking to hold you back. The moment I was wishing it's overnight. You sold it slower to find your man, but folding over won't hide your hand. 'Cause you waited long enough, hesitated over love. Now you're taking over us. 'Cause you waited long enough, hesitated over love. Now you're taking over. Ooh, I can't just believe it. Ooh, I cannot receive that. But I can't just believe it. The strongest shoulder won't hold you up. And cold October won't call your love. 'Cause you make it dangerous when you're playing games of love. Now you're taking over us. 'Cause you make it dangerous when you're playing games of love. Now you're taking over us. Ooh, I can't just believe it. Ooh, I cannot receive that. Ooh, enough. I don't plan to. I don't plan to. Time I gave enough. I don't plan to. I don't plan to.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee.
And he feels it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in. It is always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who is coming. She's shaking her umbrella.
And I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos. And I'm pretending not to see them. And instead I pour the milk. Oh no, it is always nice to see you.
It is always nice to see you.
It's always nice to see you.
It is always nice to see you.
But it's always nice.
Oh, it's nice.
Always nice to see you.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
But it's always nice.
Oh, it is always nice.
Oh, it is always nice to see you.
Ich weiß gar nicht so genau, warum ich sie so gerne mag. Ich glaube, ich mag die Art. Deswegen hab ich sie gefragt. Würdest du heute mit mir ausgehen? Ich würd dich auch nach Haus bringen. Ich weiß, du musst früh aufstehen. Würdest du trotzdem mit mir ausgehen? Ich glaub, ich mag die Art, dass sie immer am Start ist, wenn jemand was sagt, was ihr nicht gefällt. Ich glaube, auf der Welt gibt es nicht viele mit so großen Zielen. Deswegen hab ich sie gefragt. Würdest du heute mit mir ausgehen? Ich würd dich auch nach Haus bringen. Ich weiß, du musst früh aufstehen. Würdest du trotzdem mit mir ausgehen? Würdest du heute mit mir ausgehen? Ich würd dich auch nach Haus bringen. Ich weiß, du musst früh aufstehen.
Tabii. Hmm. Hmm.
Verdammt, ich mag die Art. Sie ist einfach da. Und naja, zum Glück hab ich sie gefragt. Würdest du heute mit mir ausgehen?
Either early or late, it was number 7 and 11. I like a bird with his beak through the window. He saw them, they saw him, but everyone just kept on going. What he saw was different. He should have gone to bed, but instead he stuck around for a while. He saw them, they saw him, but everyone just kept on going. What he saw was different. He should have gone to bed, but instead he stuck around for me.
I said wait for the moment, gone home, went to bed, while the other kids, they're still outside. I don't feel time when I sleep, so I snuggle up with my sheet and wait for a brighter day. I play football tomorrow with only my best friends, people I like, but I don't love, are not allowed. I wonder if Sharon will see me, but I'll play cool, 'cause cool is what you have to do. It's hard to make a point when you're living so loud. Turn it down. Trying to get my friend excited about not being invited. I say that's an opportunity. Back down, I smile. Listen down, I smile. It was so nice to get a call. Children are good at stuff, and you're into stuff. Ooh, let's make products. Oh, oh, I'm a product guy, and you're a produce girl. I said the money, 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 money will be spent. I'm to the grooves that turn you off. Bassman. Ooh. into stuff. You're into stuff. Ooh, ooh, oh, 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 oh. Let's make products. Oh, yeah. I'm a product kind of guy. You're a produce kind of girl. I say money, 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 money will be spent. Oh, I'm a tune to the groove. That's certainly all gold. Oh, oh, ooh.
You're not done. You just broke a bone. Hold up. You're not the one that's gone. To be ours, like the trees on our shores. All trees live seed away on our knees, on my knees. Soon we'll grow. There'll be shade once more. We'll stray, oblivious of both sailing home, sailing home.
In this video, I want to show you how gamers can rest their forearms on the table without risking to increase the strain in the neck and in the forearms. Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual and creator of the Posture Academy. The reason for this video is the fact that many gamers have written to me after they discovered the video in which I said that you shouldn't rest your forearms neither on the table nor on the armrests when you work in an office. The reason why I was saying this is that, you know, the further my keyboard will be, and hence the more forearm support I will have on the desk, the more I'll be leaning forward, whereas my screen is up there. So you see there will be this correction of the line of sight. That's point number one. Point number two is the more I lean my forearms on something, whether desk or armrest, the bigger the chance that I go like this, i.e. I carry my upper body weight on my arms, and this contracts the upper trapezius. And number three, the more friction there is here, the more the elbow is unable to move. And therefore the wrist will have to do its normal job, but it will also have to compensate for the lack of elbow mobility, and these type of movements create wrist tendonitis. There's actually one additional thing, which is that when you hear, if your desk is too high, The higher your desk, the more you will spread your elbows to the side, and that will lead to neck and shoulder strain. So these are the problems related to resting the forearms on the desk. Now I can hear the argument, which I hear a lot in the precision industry, that by having my forearms on the surface are more precise, i.e. the fine movements are easier, and this is absolutely correct. As you can see in this video in which I adjust the armrest for the watchmaking industry, I also sometimes recommend to have a support here, but there are conditions for this. Number one, the support should be adjusted to your forearms when your shoulders are relaxed, not when they are here. So if you want to rest your forearm on the table, you should really make sure that the table is exactly at elbow level. Number two, you should make sure that your forearms carry only their own weight and not the upper body weight, i.e. my forearms just carry their weight, not here. And to just carry their weight, what do I need? I need two things. I need a proper lumbar support, because without lumbar support I'm going to go like this, and that is already strained here. The number two thing that I need is sufficient tonus in the mid-back muscles, because without that tonus, you see, this is now happening. I can have a lumbar support, but mid-back which is not tonic enough, and again I'm straining my neck. So this is the second condition: proper lumbar support, sufficient mid-back tonus. If you want to reinforce it, I link a video in the description. Number three, once you're there, well, you should be aware that the more friction under the forearm, the less you can move the elbow. Therefore, my recommendation is that you have the desk from here to here, but you try to not be fully on your desk. The more forward you are, the more you will be round-shouldered. So try to have the desk stopping around this level, right? And the test is that whilst you move your keyboard, your mouse, your arms, the shoulder and the elbow should be moving as well. As soon as they start not moving anymore, it means that you have already started to put your upper body weight on your forearms, and that is the first step to massive trouble.
To aim at your true potential, your hand, arm, and shoulder all need to contribute to the aiming action. And we can achieve this by sitting at our desk with our shoulders in a nice neutral position, with our arms slightly below parallel with the desk, which I'll explain a little later, and with our forearms sitting just outside of our shoulder width. The problem is, our desk and chair can make it rather difficult to find that perfect sweet spot, especially without compromising our other healthy ergonomics like healthy hip and knee angles. Now, with our neutral shoulders, there should be no tension and everything should feel nice and squishy, so remember that feeling, as it's key to letting us know if we're doing anything wrong. With my adjustable desk, this is what my ideal setup looks like, but that's not really fair, so let's mess it up. When you're not in the perfect spot, you have to make some concessions, so let me know if you see yours in the comments below. When sitting too low, if I want my forearms just outside shoulder width, I have to shrug up my shoulders, breaking neutral. And if I want my shoulders to be more comfortable, I have to sit my arms out really wide. This reduces dexterity and introduces tension into my shoulder and even along my arm, just to keep it in that position. This tension and inevitable fatigue essentially keeps our muscles preoccupied when they should be fully focused on our aiming action instead. Alternatively, if we sit too high up, we have to push our shoulders down, maybe tuck them in, or even lean forward, maybe even lean to the side to get our arm on the desk, or simply have our arm floating in the air, all of which are diverting resources and putting us in poor positions to control our mouse. Earlier, I mentioned I'd clarify why our arms should be just below parallel with the desk. Well, if I were to simply do parallel, we run into two issues. First, if we have to move our mouse forwards, the arm lifts up, which gives away control. And secondly, if we're right at parallel, hardly any of the weight of our arms is on the desk, meaning our shoulders have to make up that difference, wasting tension and energy. Aiming for just below parallel lets our arms stay flat and lets the desk take some of the weight from our arms. Not all of it, mind you. If we did that, swiping our arm around would be really tough, and realistically would have to take some of the weight off to start moving. So how do we find that perfect position? Well, first up, we sit with our belly against the edge of the desk, with our arms out straight, palms down, with our thumbs aligned just outside of our shoulders. Now, your own perfect width will depend on your physiology, but thumbs outside shoulders is a great place to start. And if your shoulders are currently forced to be shrugged by your desk, that's okay for now. Maintaining this position, shrug your shoulders as high as you can and then gently let them down. As your arms hit the table, you will feel and even see them flattening out as the table takes their weight. Now, there's a sweet spot where you'll still be able to slide your arms around. If you apply too much weight, they'll sort of stick to the spot and you won't be able to move them, showing you that you've gone too far. This moment where your arms take some of the weight off and can still slide around is the moment that your shoulders should hit neutral, and this is your perfect spot. So, if you hit that arm sweet spot and you can still unshrug your shoulders, then you're sitting too low. If you're sitting too high, your shoulders will hit neutral before your arms hit the desk and can reach that sliding sweet spot. And if you need a quick refresher on what neutral shoulders actually feel like, you can just drop your arms by your sides. If your armrests are in the way, you can just stand up and do it too. From here, simply adjust your chair up and down depending on which issue you ran into until you find that perfect balance. Obviously, this is a lot easier to do with an adjustable desk, so if you want to go down that path, I'll link to a good option in the description. For now, if your chair can't actually raise up high enough, you can use seat boosters, cushions, or even folded towels to get to a very specific height. And we still have healthy ergonomics to consider that may have been compromised by reaching your perfect aiming position. So if your legs are dangling or having to reach to the floor, I would recommend getting a footrest, or for aiming in particular, something a bit wider like an aerobic step, as this will let you have a wider, stronger and more stable stance for aiming. With this crucial aiming foundation figured out, you are now in a great position to take your aim to the next level. If you are someone that doesn't hold their mouse completely straight in their hand, which is pretty common with claw style grips, I can show you how to keep your favorite mouse grip and have the perfect mouse sensor orientation in this video here. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Avoid posterior pelvic sag because it's the #1 cause of back pain. Sit as far back in your chair as you can so that your chair's backrest supports the pelvis at belt level. Make sure that the back of your knees don't touch the seat rest. If they do, the chair is too big for you and you need a different chair. Remove armrests if your chair can't move under the desk without them. Adjust your chair height to your desk so that your forearms can rest at desk height with the elbows height to your desk so that your forearms can rest at desk height with the elbows at 90 degrees. Keep knees at 90 degrees, not extended or flexed. Make sure that your heels touch the ground when your ankles are at 90 degrees. If your feet don't reach the ground, you need a footrest to support them. Reaching forward for your keyboard and mouse tenses the muscles in the shoulders and encourages forward head posture, so place the keyboard and mouse at a distance that keeps your elbows beside your body. Keep your wrist straight in line with your forearm to avoid issues with RSI and carpal tunnel. If the pisiform bone between your wrist and hand gets sore, support your wrist with something soft, but at the base of the palm, not at the soft part of the wrist where the important nerves and blood vessels run. Your screen should be at fingertip distance. Too close causes eye strain and too far away causes neck craning. The top of the screen should be at eye level. Too high causes dry eyes and too low creates lower neck issues. Prolonged neck rotation causes upper neck problems, so if you have two screens, put the main one directly in front of you and the less frequently used screen as close as possible to the side. If you use two screens equally, the join between the two should be directly in front of you. Try to rotate your chair, not your head, where possible. Plug your laptop into an elevated monitor or get a kickstand, reams of paper or books to support your laptop at the correct level, and then add a wireless keyboard and mouse to your laptop. Place your phone on the opposite side to your mouse to discourage supporting your phone with your shoulder, or better yet, use a headphone set. Get a chiming app on your phone to remind you to check your posture every 15 minutes and to remind you to get up or do some exercises at least once an hour. Use phone calls as an excuse to walk, and place bins and printers away from your desk to make you get up.
As you're watching this video, it could be that working from home has become your new reality and that you already felt the consequences that this may have on your neck and your back in particular. In this short video, I'd like to introduce you to a 6-step approach to improving your working from home habits, environment and posture. Before we go to the 6 steps, I just want to have step 0, which is a quick reminder of what it is to sit properly. Look, if we want to do this very quickly, basically we have to observe that gravity will make us slouch. Yeah? This slouch posture is the result of a pelvic rotation. You see, my pelvis turns back and that takes with it the spine. The effect of slouching is more pressure on the discs, i.e. an increased risk of disc hernia, plus it pushes my head and shoulders forward, and this forward head posture is a source of neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches, etc. So what we want to avoid is this backward rotation of the pelvis. There's a very simple way to achieve that, which is to put something here, which is rigid, which is stiff, which will hold my pelvis. This is why good chairs have what we call a lumbar support, and sitting is basically going deep into the chair so as to rest your belt on
Ikke du med til check-ins da, hver dag. Ja, det Dennis.